What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nate. We back with another video, and today we gonna talk about the World Cup. We gonna make the predictions. We gonna give y'all some World Cup predictions. All right. But before I jump into it, please like and subscribe. And I'm gonna be upgrading the quality of these videos soon. Cutting them up and adding some animation and all that, all the stuff, all the fancy stuff that y'all like. So stay tuned. And also, I've noticed that I've gotten a lot of viewers from India. I don't know how that's happening, but hey, welcome everybody from India. And I also want to say, Dene ke liye dhanyavad. There you go. Hopefully I said that right. One day y'all can just you know what I'm saying, teach me how to say it correctly. But hopefully I said it right. I can try again. Dene ke liye dhanyavad. There you go. All right. Now let's get to the video. So this is what y'all been waiting for, right? World Cup predictions, and we're gonna start off by confederation. So we got CONCACAF. That's gonna be who's gonna be hosting the tournament. So we got so they're gonna be automatically in the tournament. And we got Mexico, the U.S. and Canada. They're gonna be automatically in the tournament. So they're gonna be in different pots, because they don't want them to be end up in the same pot. So they're all gonna be in different pots. And we got the Asian slot that's already filled out. 8 out of 8 slots have been filled out. We got the Australia, Iran, Japan, Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Uzbekistan. And then we got the CAF, that's the Africa slot, that we got 9 out of 9 slots have been filled, and that's Algeria, Cape Verde, Egypt, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Senegal, South Africa, Tunisia. And then we got CONMEBOL, that's South America. And we got 6 out of 6 slots filled so far. We got Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Uruguay. We got the Oceania, that's already New Zealand is going to be here in the tournament. And we got the UEFA, that's going to be the one that's interesting, right? We got one out of 16 slots. Jesus Christ. We got 28 total teams that are looking for those spots. So the draw is going to be on December 5th. So all those spots are going to be filled out by December 5th. So keep a lookout on that. I don't even think all the African spots are filled out. I think I'm making an error on that. So you might want to go back and check on that. I know I'm supposed to bring you all the facts, but hey, look, I'm trying my best, okay? But I know that this is a fact. The U.S. is going to be in Group D. Whenever I tell you something that's not a fact, I'm going to tell you, hey, go back and check on that. That might not be a fact. I'm going to do more research next time. But, I just started. You got to give me a little leeway, guys. But anyways, we got USA is going to be in Group D. I already said that. The draw is going to be December 5th. And then we got CONMEBOL teams. They're going to have the South American teams. They're going to have the highest probability of being in the group with the U.S. at the 10%. And then every other confederation is going to have 8% probability of being in the group with the U.S. So if you're hoping that your country is going to be playing the U.S., if you're in South America, it's a very high chance. But the rest of the world, you got 8% chance. So we're gonna get into who I think is gonna win the World Cup. I can't give you all that right now because I don't like to make predictions when I don't know what's gonna happen. I like to make an educated guess. I could tell you who the dark horses are and who the favorites are. I mean, the favorites are England. All the big guys, England, Spain. But then we got some dark horses that the people are not, so we got some African teams that are going to be in that. I think Senegal is going to be in that. I think Nigeria, if they get through, they're going to be in that. Ghana always, right? You never know. So we'll never know how things are going to pan out. So I can't make a prediction right now. But yeah, I think I could tell you how far the U.S. I think the U.S. is gonna go. I already made a video about that. And I think they're gonna exit around the 32. But we'll see. We'll see how things will turn out. Just the World Cup is very unpredictable, and there's teams that like they would perform like unrealistically during friendlies, and then you're thinking, okay, they're gonna sail through the group stage, and then they just don't qualify, or they don't get through the group stage. You're like, what the hell? And then I don't even know what's going on with Italy. They have a very strong domestic league. Not very strong, but they have a domestic league that's historically strong, and they missed World Cups, and then in the middle they won the Euro somehow. I gotta really deep dive into that and figure out what's going on, and I might make a video about that down the line. Who knows? But let's get into some facts and figures about the World Cup, right? Why not? Like, since I'm not giving y'all my prediction, I might as well give y'all some facts and figures, so you can entertain yourself, and you can, if you're in a chat, you can throw these out, and they're gonna be actually accurate, and hopefully. No, I'm playing. Okay, so the first team to ever win the World Cup was Uruguay. They won it on home soil by beating Argentina, and as I understand it, the first World Cup was being held in their country to celebrate their independence. So it would make sense why they were energized to beating Argentina, because Argentina, man, sheesh, I bet they were hell to beat. Brazil is the only country to qualify for every World Cup since the inception of the World Cup. I didn't know that, so I learned that too, and that's pretty. I mean, it makes sense. And they've won it. I think 5 times across like 5 different continents, which is like amazing. That's another favorite that I didn't mention earlier. Brazil. Argentina, Brazil. Like, there's just so many teams that could win the World Cup. Like, that's why it makes it the greatest tournament in the world. And it just doesn't. I don't understand. So America's hosting the World Cup, and like, you would not think that we are hosting the World Cup. Like, there's no advertisement. Like, people don't talk about it. It's not like if this was any other country, it would be the number one thing people talked about for like maybe 2 years before the World Cup. But America, it's just another day. The NFL's king. It just doesn't make sense. But let's move on, right? We got also hosting a World Cup can lead to a baby boom, which is actually good for the U.S. Because we're apparently not having enough kids. So hopefully, some things can change around here. But okay, so we got Germany's birth rate. The way they calculated that, by the way, is that Germany's birth rate jumped 10% 9 months after 2006 World Cup. So, yeah. And another fun fact is nearly half of the world's population, that's 3.2 billion people at the time, watched at least 1 minute of the 2010 World Cup. And no other event even comes close. So that's the World Cup for you, okay? And then also another fun fact that I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember because this was recent is that in 2022, Qatar Stadium, it was built from 900 shipping containers or something like that. Not 900 shipping. Sorry, it was built from shipping containers, and it used natural airflow, so there was no AC needed, and it hosted 7 matches, and it cut the water use by 40%, which is insane because Qatar, you'd think it's a desert, like how do they do that? But to not have air conditioning and to build a stadium, not need air conditioning and water, that's beautiful. Like, they need to share that with the rest of the world so we can build sustainable stadiums. Another fun fact, this is for you Ronaldo fanboys. I know how y'all love Ronaldo. I'm a Messi fanboy, so I understand. Cristiano Ronaldo is the only player to score in 5 different World Cups. Didn't know that. That's pretty impressive. And then I'm gonna leave y'all with that, right? I might come back with more facts. I might not, you know, depends on the mood. It depends on how I'm feeling, right, guys? So like, subscribe, comment, you know what I'm saying? Leave a thumbs up, leave a hype star, whatever. But hopefully y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all around on the next video.